Hello, everybody. My name is Akeyta, Akari, Aurora, and this week we get to explore the beautiful gene key number 64, the gift of imagination, the shadow of confusion, and the CD of Illumination. It excites me just getting to this key. This key is from September 4th to September 9th, 9/9. It ends on a portal day. Some of my favorite numbers, the 4 and the 9. Um, Richard Rudd's quote is, "If you allow your pain or the world pain to be expressed through an artistic process, you will see alchemy in progress." Yesterday, I was listening to something, and I think I wrote it as a hashtag, and it was like finding the pain, finding the power within your pain, something like that. And I wrote hashtag power within the pain. I think that's what it was, power within the pain. So let's continue that energy this week as we explore this gene key number 64, finding the power within any pain that we're experiencing. It don't just label it as pain, but let's transcend and now see pain as power. And not that we want it, but when we are feeling it, that we realize, hey, this is a moment of empowerment. It all depends on how I respond to this pain that is here to now alert me and guide me to something new. All right? Wisdom already coming through, the illumination. All right, let's hear the wisdom story. Remember, GeneKey64, the gift of imagination, the shadow of confusion, and the CD of illumination, right? And illumination is to enlighten the mind, right? The corona that comes on to our body when we have this moment of enlightenment. So my wisdom story. My grandparents suffered unspeakable cruelty during the war. They managed to escape with my parents just before the rest of their family was brutally killed. They never spoke of what happened, and my parents knew not to ask. Instead of looking back, my parents devoted their lives to providing their children with a safe and secure future, free of persecution, by focusing on our successful assimilation and keeping our family's pain snugly under the rug. As a young girl, I wanted to please them, so I did my best to imitate those around me and kept my questions about our family's past to myself. But I felt out of place, like something essential was off. To the outside world, my family seemed perfect, but at home, it felt like living with a herd of elephants in the room. I often felt confused and uneasy, figuring I was just too sensitive, intense, and weird. When the pain of not knowing where we came from got too great, I became determined to solve the mystery. I secretly studied all there was to know about the country my grandparents came from and my family's own tragic history in the war. Finally, it made sense. The sheep-like imitating behavior, the stubborn evasiveness about the past. At first, my revelations lessened my confusion and increased my compassion towards my parents. But when they still refused to talk about any of it, I became angry with them for refusing to deal with their pain or talk about anything that actually mattered. I was tired of being repressed by their repression. One day, when I couldn't take it anymore, I cruelly accused my parents of cowardice, and then I flaunted graphic pictures from their past in front of them. Suddenly, In the midst of my outbursts, my father clutched his chest in pain. Though he survived the heart attack, I was devastated and unable to forgive myself. Racked with guilt, I found a counselor who specialized in healing the wounds of history. With his support, I learned how, through my relentless attempts to end the confusion, I was avoiding my own pain, just like my family. So I let my mind go blank and my heart feel the pure suffering of my people. That's when the miracle started and my imagination was unleashed. Now, my life is a work of art, and everything I do is infused with the kind of light that can only emerge through darkness. Powerful. Powerful, powerful, powerful. My gift to you. I come to set your imagination free. But first, you must bless your pain and confusion with the gift of your awareness. In the presence of confusion, there is nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to figure out. Confusion is a totally natural human state. It is actually holy ground. So taste it, embrace it, but do not try to change, interpret, or get rid of it. As soon as you remember that you are not your confusion, its true diamond nature will emerge from the cold, and your imagination will be released so that you can give expression to your pain and inner demons through a fulfilling process of creativity. Whether you're expressing with a paintbrush or a pen, be honest, courageous, illogical, and wild. Go where no one else has gone before. He wolves and she wolves, it's time to howl. My shaman oracle circle this weekend from my shaman school, one of the cards that came out was the she-wolf, allowing ourselves to be wild and to discover that being within us, allowing our full creativity. Actually, I still have the card right here. Just came to mind, she-wolves. All right, unleashing the wild within. Questions for contemplation. What are the ways you avoid feeling pain and confusion? By fitting in, overthinking, keeping busy, getting angry. So those are all reactions to feeling pain and confusion. Where are you still hiding your originality? Think about it. What part of you and your soul expression are you not actually giving a voice to yet, or an avenue to be heard or seen? How do your current relationships reinforce your hiding? Think about that. So what relationships have we created in order to not move forward or not rise up? Think of a time when you made room for your imagination. And this is such a beautiful process, because the imagination is one of the keys to experiencing our divinity, right? Experiencing our ability to transcend and move through and expand and overcome and transform. So that imagination, our thoughts, is so, so important. And it's good for us to give our thoughts. I'm tapping into that, giving our thoughts this illogical and wildness, because it's coming from that within, the wild within us, right? The creativity, the imagination within us. And that word imagination, Madge. The Madge is a very wise woman, wise and magical and powerful woman, right? And nation represents children. So it's like the result of this, our thoughts, the creativity of our wisdom, the result of what we produce, what we create when we step into our full creativity and our full wisdom and our full magic, right? And at this moment, what causes you the most pain or confusion? Right? That's a beautiful contemplation to really give yourself a moment of stillness and just think about that. What is causing me pain and confusion? Right? And that's usually something that we have to look deep within ourselves, not looking for the outsider, to blame the outsider, but we all have a very integral part to play in everything that's happening to us at every moment. So at what point do we find that root of our pain and our confusion within us? And find a way to express your pain, fear, or confusion creatively. Don't make it great art. Make it honest. Oh, that's beautiful. Because, sometimes we're so caught up in being perfect and presenting the perfect picture and what's going to be pretty and acceptable. But we need to just give ourselves moments to just let truth flow out of us, whatever that is, right? And that's why at the end of these, for me, my expression of that is when I breathe and meditate and then on these words, and then I just allow something to flow out of me, and whatever that is I present, right? Because that is truth flowing out of me. So this is a beautiful exploration, and I was just guided to get on it this week with this one, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I followed my internal message that said, hey, start the week fresh with this card. Spark some imaginations. 248 coming in. All right, guys. So, and the dragons and the unicorns. Just a beautiful, beautiful merge. Beautiful merge. All right. All right, let's continue and see what dragons and unicorns came out. And as always, a beautiful, beautiful marriage, right? Beautiful merge and synergy of the dragons and the unicorns and the gene keys. So again, we're exploring gene key number 64. If you allow your pain or the world pain to be expressed through an artistic process, you will see alchemy in process by Richard Rudd, right? We explore this from September 4th to September 9th. It is the CD of illumination, the shadow of confusion, and the gift of imagination. It's called the Aurora. Isn't that fabulous? So the dragon that came out was the Emerald Dragon, but I have to share this story. I usually shuffle the dragon cards and then I shuffle the unicorn cards. This week I just ended up shuffling the unicorn card, and the card that came out was Stargate of Lyra. And because there's been so much Lyran energy, the number 40 was last week, gene key number 40. I wasn't sure if, this card had come out again, and I realized, no, that was the Lyran dragon that we had just the week before, right? We had the brown and blue dragon, air and earth dragon, and before that, the white gold dragon came out, right, from Lyra. So I said, no, that was a dragon. This is the unicorn. And then I went into the dragon deck and started shuffling, and the white gold dragon from Lyra flew out. So I said, okay, you want to be here. So I have 2 dragons for you guys today. So the white gold dragon from Lyra came out, and remember that message was connect with our highest Christ light, to develop our causal chakra and to bathe in 9th dimensional light. Well, this week, to accompany, that's the support, to accompany that white gold dragon from Lyra, the emerald dragon came out. And the emerald dragon brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Isn't that beautiful? It is good fortune. It's a message of good fortune coming out or coming to us, coming towards us. I say it is here now. Stay in the present. It reminds us to let our thoughts support our divine perfection and to align ourselves with our 5th dimensional blueprint. And that is so important. So it's a energy of wise healers, the emerald dragon, aligning ourselves with our 5th dimensional blueprint. And what does that mean? That means allowing our thoughts to support our divine perfections. So our thoughts, what we're thinking, matches what we actually want to manifest. And that is so important in terms of manifestation and achieving your goals and ascending and alchemizing and refining ourselves, right? Or getting to our best self or improving ourselves, right? Is that we have to make sure that our thoughts and what we're saying, and not always what we're saying out loud, but also what we are saying, the little whispers in our heart, the doubts, the critiques, the discrimination, the hate, all of it, the little whispers. We have to raise the frequency with those little whispers, the self-sabotaging thoughts, and the thoughts that keep us in separation from ourselves and others, right? We have to raise that frequency. So when we align with our 5th dimensional blueprint, we have that thought, we have those higher thoughts running through our mind and that clarity of perception, and we are able to speak with a voice of divinity, which manifests better things into our lives, right? So they mention Archangel Raphael, and that energy, tapping into that energy of Archangel Raphael, which is green, but pulling that energy into our 3rd eye. And that is so crucial, because the 3rd eye is that chakra where we tap into to remove the illusions, to see just to have the clarity and to see beyond the veils, right? And beyond our fears, and to clear all of that out so we have a more perfected picture and we can see all of ourselves again. Into me I see, right? So we're using that 3rd eye just to see see beyond the clouds, and developing all of our, really all of our senses, right? In order to breathe in that light and then to manifest with that higher perspective and that higher vision. It's talking about clearing out our emotional bodies, which leaves us free to love, to forgive, and to open our hearts. Isn't that beautiful? And that's what illumination is, right? So we use the 3rd eye. We breathe in this beautiful emerald light, this beautiful green light into our 3rd eye. And the emerald light, the emerald light, think of it as green in the color of our heart chakra, right? So you could always, everything just boils down to energy, energy, energy. So it's breathing in this beautiful green emerald fluorescent light from the 0 point, and breathing that into your 3rd eye, and that energy clearing out your emotional body, allowing you to love more and to forgive more and to open up your heart more. You see the connection with the emerald dragon and your heart. right? It talks about the alignment of our spiritual and our physical bodies, right? So our higher self and our physicality, our lower self, our spiritual, remember, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So our higher self is a part of our body too, our electromagnetic field, and it's aligning those two bodies within our bigger electromagnetic field together. So we're receiving this emerald light from above to below, right? As above, so below, right? So the emerald dragon, again, its symbolism is cosmic abundance, right? So above us is our abundance, what we are, not just in the skies above us, but our electromagnetic field, our physical body, our divinity, our abundance, our prosperity is above us. And we lower that. We call that in. We draw that down. We breathe that in to our physical body, to our lower chakras, right? That's how we receive the light, right? So it's a symbolism also of Jupiter, right? Which is and the ascended aspect of Jupiter, they call that Jumbe. And remember, Jupiter is the planet of abundance and blessings and expansion, right? So when we tap into that cosmic abundance, when we tap into our Jumbe, I love that, tap into that Jumbe energy, we're calling in our cosmic abundance. It's the planet of good fortune, beneficial rewards, and blessings of all kind, from our financial blessings to our ascending pathway blessings, right? So breathe that emerald light into our third eye, and it will help us to remove the illusions that no longer serve us, so that we're walking into this path with more power, more light, and more love. Not being held down by the experiences of our past, as well as any pain that we're holding in our emotional body. And we can use our imagination as we do all of this to breathe in this beautiful green light, pour it into our bodies, and then create with our imaginations what we want to experience. It indicates that we are ready to receive, and that is so crucial. We are ready to receive. Remember, it's all above us and within us, right? And below us. So we really have to put ourselves in that receiving energy. And really, when we allow ourselves for stillness and meditation, remember, meditation is to know thyself, right? To know you. So when we stop and we breathe, even that inhaling of the breath is receiving of light. And when we are able to really connect that process of breathing, that we are in every breath, we are receiving light, and we can receive this emerald light from our higher self and literally breathe that into our bodies and our chakras, creating a vortex around us, right? So when we are ready to receive healing and love and a cornucopia of wonderful things, that's what this card is indicating, that we are ready to receive these blessings. Readiness is so important, right? And not just that we are ready to receive, but that we are in a relaxed state at a deep core level. Remember, the GeneKey64 was about being in a state of physical relaxation, right? So many beautiful just keys are in this. The importance of tapping into the breath, the importance of clearing out our connecting with our causal chakra, and clearing that out and receiving the light from our higher self and from the 0 point, and breathing that in and releasing our pains, so it really ties into this Gene Key 40 very beautifully, allowing us to release those pains and those stories that no longer serve us, and to use that pain to create alchemy, right? Isn't that beautiful? To create beautiful art through our expressions. And then the unicorn was Stargate of Lyra number 40. Expand your causal chakra. Enter the unicorn kingdom, right? Again, Lyra energy, ninth dimensional energy, nine chakra energy, causal chakra. This message is flying all around us, right? Lyra, an X-shaped stargate. It's white light, sparkling diamond light, symbolizing peace. They say, think of, visualize, imagine an ocean of tranquility and peace, purifying your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical body, right? So, just put it all together. GeneKey64 is talking about pain and how we deal with our pain. And the Emerald Dragon and the Stargate of Lyra, number 40, the unicorn, is talking about breathing in that green light into your third eye, clearing out the illusions and the veils, and purifying your spiritual and mental and emotional and physical body, so that you are in a place of readiness for healing, love, and a cornucopia of blessings. Okay? This awakens us to our higher self and the higher possibilities through our third eye. Heart illumination, soul cleansing and healing. And it reminds us that the causal chakra is the transcendent chakra. To look at it as our personal moon shimmering above us. And I was doing some reading this morning, and we talked about the moon, and it just described the moon as the light that shines fully in darkness, right? So just start to imagine as you walk your path that there's this beautiful moon above you, the ninth chakra, the causal chakra. And it's continuously, and it's the same color of that white golden light of the moon. And that is continuously pouring light into us from the higher dimensions, pouring that Christ light, that pure white light into you in order to purify you and bring you more peace into your body, into your mind, into your emotions, into your mental body, physical body, spiritual body, and emotional body, right? So remember that. Remember, we have access to we have access to that kingdom, to that peace. But we have to give ourselves these moments of stillness. So this was the message. This one is a little bit longer. I really try to keep these short. But this one, the message is just so huge. It's talking about illumination, man, and imagination. So I couldn't keep it small. And the dragons and the unicorns came out to really bring the message home. And I'm so grateful for that. So have a beautiful week. I really am guided to do a small guided meditation. So I will do that next. It's not going to be a prayer or a poem this week, but a very short guided meditation, allowing ourselves to breathe in that green emerald light, and opening up and connecting to our ninth chakra and receiving that golden light, right? So that's what's coming up next, all right? You guys have a wonderful, illuminated week filled with your imagination, clearing out all the confusion that lies before you. I love you all.